The next one I'm doing will be 100 IM from ISL. I've been teasing everyone. I keep saying I'm going to do it. My March has been insane. I'm not gonna make excuses. That's the next one I'm doing. Sorry, people. I'm letting the people down. I feel bad. It'll be 100 IM from ISL.
We've got world and Olympic champion Caeleb Dressel on the ramp up to the U.S. Olympic trials. Stay tuned to the end of the video when Caeleb punches out and we play the prediction game.
What's up, Mel? Thanks for having me. Again, always a pleasure.
No, thank you, buddy. I know you're busy. You're a true professional, which is why you combed your hair for this video.
Dude, it's the summer. I just wanted to let everyone know that I've been training outside. My hair's turning blonde. I look tan. I look beautiful right now. So I want the world to know, and I want you to showcase that for me. So well, I didn't even, this is me fixing up my hair actually. So thank you for noticing.
I got a dumb question, but I have to ask. What's your VIP situation? You know, Phelps flew private and he got suites when he was at competitions. What's the Dressel VIP world like right now?
Nah, dude, you're only VIP if you think you're VIP, and I don't think I'm VIP, so I'm not VIP. Dude, they're putting me in a Toyota. That's my dream car. It's a 4Runner or a Tacoma and a 4Runner, and Megan's got the 4Runner. I've got the Tacoma, so I'm set, man. I don't need anything more. My cars are set for life.
Okay, let's get serious. Tracking back to the San Antonio Pro Swim. Whoa, buddy. I'm not calling you out, but it looked a little bit rough. You looked a little bit low in the water.
Yeah, I mean, these mid-season meets, it's not about going fast. It's just about racing. I actually, believe it or not, coming off of San Antonio, I was happy with where we were at. I thought we were in a good spot. I mean, I know 49 slow, whatever I went, doesn't scream, oh, Caeleb's in a good spot, but I was fine with it. Troy talked it over. We recapped the meet. Definitely some spots we could clean up, but I'm fine with it. Really slow, but I'm fine with it.
Let's talk about the ISKA invite. I'm trying to watch NCAA championships, and you're doing battle with old man Ryan Lochte in the 400 IM. You dropped a PB, 344. Impressive. But you let Lochte edge you with the 340.
I know, man. What's more impressive is a 36-year-old man going 340 in the morning of a 4 IM. It was all on the backstroke too, dude. I made him look like a little boy on the freestyle leg, but he made me look like a little boy on the backstroke. So, dude, it's always so much fun racing Ryan. I mean, it doesn't matter the event. I mean, the IMs especially, because he's better at IM than me. So I like that. I feel like it brings out the best. But in practice, any race, I hate losing to the guy. I love the guy, but I hate losing to him. There's certain people that offer that to me. Mark and Jan were big ones in practice as well, and Ryan offers that. So he'll get in your face at any set. And if you try to make a move, he'll be right there with him. If he tries to make a move, it doesn't matter if it's warm up. Today, he tried to pull something slick on me. I didn't let him have it. It's just fun racing the guy, but yeah, he embarrassed me at 4am, but it was good. Troy wanted to see where we were at in the, endurance wise. So that's why I did the 4am 2 fly and doubled and tripled a couple times throughout the meet.
That 140, 200 yard butterfly, that was a personal best, right? You swam it suited up.
That was, I want to say my best before that was like a 147 in a dual meet or something. But yeah, that was a fun race. I've never really swam it. I've never swam it suited short course. But it was fun. I really enjoyed, it was such a strategically, like, you had to like hit all the walls, all the stroke counts perfect. I got to stay underwater, just work on my kicks and hitting stroke count. So I did enjoy the event. But it was fun. I had a good time with 2 fly. I'm glad I did some of the longer, I don't want to call them off events, but I'm glad I mixed up my events.
I was bitterly jealous about that swim. I was a 141, 200 fly. So I lost a lot of sleep that night. So here's the situation. You shave, you suit up, you drop a 136 plus 200 fly.
I'm not doing it, man. You try to drag me into these things every time. You won't get me. You will not get me. I'm one of the guys. I hate the woulda, coulda, shoulda. So I'm not going to turn into one of them. If you're going to tell me you're going to do something, go do it. So that's it. That's that. I'm not telling you anything.
Dude, the 140, 200 fly in season is crazy. You got to be like, dude, yeah, I did that.
I mean, yeah, of course I was happy with it. I was really happy with it. It shows where the endurance is at the moment. The speed's not quite there. I think my 2 fly was better than my 50, to be honest. But it's good. The fly was in a good spot technically. Just seeing how I'm holding together at the end of races. That's why we swam it at night, long course as well. Troy said the technique's in a good spot. We got to repeat that as much as we can. So That's the thing. You don't have to be a hero in season. I think this is huge, especially for younger kids or even college kids. Cause I know I hurt in season. Okay. You saw me in San Antonio. I got my butt kicked, but it's not about being fast. It's about learning and finding things moving forward. So that's why, okay, maybe I do got to go a couple repeat 2 flies. That's totally fine. That's going to help my 100 fly. So, you don't need to be a hero in season. The focus is end of season. No one cares about March. No one cares about April. It's all about the end of the season. That's why it's fun working with Troy. He won't let up even if it is March or April. He sticks to what the plan is, and I trust him moving forward with it.
Oh, it's not about in-season swims, and you can drop a 340 400 IM and 140 200-yard fly. Come on.
I know, dude. I haven't swam short course in a while. I just noticed that. It was a treat. It was quite the treat. I forget how different it is than short course meters, but it was a nice little treat. Took me back a couple of years.
Play swimming analyst for me. Unpack what you like or didn't like about the ISKA invite.
2 free was really, really bad. I was not happy with it at all. I just didn't execute well. I did not have a good race plan. I just went in, was out way too slow, and then flipped at the 150 and was like, got a lot of ground to make up. And by that time, it's too late at that time. So I learned, there's a lot of things I took away. I got to learn to hurt more. It's okay to hurt more. If you're hurting at the 100, it's okay. You got to be confident in the training that you've done that, that's going to get you home. So just taking it to that next level. I mean, I'm comfortable doing that in practice, but sometimes you get a little trepidatious during race time. So 200 free was bad. I was really happy. I thought my 2 best races were 100 free and the 2 IM. And then I was really happy with the 2 fly. I mean, it wasn't best time or anything, but I think the way I executed was I made up for how bad I was in the 2 free and what I missed out on in the 2 free, and flipped that and tried to do it in the 2 fly. And I thought I did a good job, not letting anyone get too out front, attacking the first 100, attacking that third 50, building it well, and then coming home strong. So as a whole, I thought the meet was great. I've got the real fine details in my swim log of how that meet was actually executed. But as a whole, I'm really happy with it. I'm really, really happy with it.
Let's talk about fear. Who keeps you up at night? Christoph Mielak recently dropped a 50.4 100-meter butterfly. What do you think about that?
It's a great swim. I mean, it's a fantastic swim. I actually don't really keep up with too much swim times because it's, at the end of the day, it's pretty irrelevant. So for me, I know who my competition is. I know that there's 7 other lanes. I would not dare rule anybody out. I respect Mielak. I respect every single one of my competitors, but they're not keeping me up at night. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. The one person that I do have control over and the one person that can't keep me up at night is myself. And that's really what it boils down to is every day when I'm coming into practice, I'm the only one who has control over what I'm doing right there. How am I going to make myself better? So really, it just comes down to yourself. It's a very individual sport. I know there's relays and everything like that, but you have your own lane for a reason. So no one keeps me up at night. I respect all my competitors, and I know all of them are dangerous. Every single one of them is very, very dangerous. And I know that, and they're on my mind to practice, and they do help me get better, but no one's keeping me up at night. And I don't mean that disrespectful in any way.
I wanted you to say, they don't keep me up at night, and I'm going to step on them the next time I race them. But you're not going to say that, are you?
I won't say it. Dude, he's just high school, man. I'm not going to say it.
You're a gentleman. I appreciate that. So fine. We're rolling into U.S. trials. The year's slipping by fast. I want you to break down, when does the Caeleb Dressel U.S. Olympic trials taper start?
With how bad I hurt in season, it takes me a while to come around. I'm not going to dare say the T word anytime soon. Certainly not. That's still, we still got some time to come down. So Troy's just using these meets that I've been going to just to gauge exactly where we're at. So we got San Antonio, and then we had the ISKA meet. So I was faster at ISKA. Like it's a great sign. We've been doing a lot more speed stuff, which it tires me out, but it's showing up in the pool. So that's totally fine. And then we'll see where we're at with Mission. And then Mission's going to be a really good gauge for Troy to go by leading up to the next couple things. Because I think after that, I'm not sure how many things there are. I think I only have 1 or 2 more meets, and I think it's just one. I think it's just one meet. And then it's trials. It's time to rock. So I'm really happy with where we're at the moment. But right now I don't need to be a hero. I just need to keep learning, keep moving forward. And Troy uses all that information from the whole group. It's not just me. I mean, we got 12 guys in the group, and Troy uses information from everyone to help everybody out. So it really is a team effort that we got going on. and then we can start throwing around the T word later on.
Buddy, thanks for the quick catch up. We got this interview on short notice because we have a mutual partner, Spire, and they have swim camps coming up. If you're listening on the pod or you're watching the video, press pause right now. Go over to spireinstitute.org/camps. Spire camps are running late May through June 13th. Caeleb, they're a big partner, real pros. What's your Spire story?
I became an ambassador a couple months ago for Spire, and if I'm being quite honest, Mel, I was pretty trepidatious. I've already told everyone at Spire this, so this is now, I'm not fluffing anybody, and I'm not going to get in trouble. When they first signed me on, I was pretty scared. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I heard a couple points here and there of this grand vision that these gentlemen had, and women at Spire. I remember actually when I got to the hotel, when we landed in Ohio, next day was the whole tour of the facility and of the academy. I looked at Beisel, I was like, hey, do you know what we're doing? Do you know what we're supposed to be doing? And of course, Beisel being Beisel, she calmed me down. She said, don't worry about it. Like, you'll get a good feel for it. And that's exactly what happened at Spire. The academy is not just, it didn't feel like a school. It didn't feel like a swim club. It didn't just feel like a place where kids go, show up and get better at their sport. It really felt like the whole package, where the vision for this school isn't just let's make good swimmers, basketball players, volleyball players, football players. It's let's build their character. Let's get their academics to the best level that we possibly can, and let's help them excel at their sport. And I really bought into that. It was super organic for me to buy into it. I've been to the campus once. I fell in love with it. I mean, it's top-notch facilities. I got to train in the pool a couple times. So it really is an honor, especially the team that we have is pretty unique. So it's me, Ryan, Beisel, which, I mean, that works together. That meshes perfectly. And then Tiana and Dwight, they are, so we have 2 track athletes on the ambassador group as well. And they are just the best. I mean, the whole time we were at touring the facility a couple months ago on my first visit there, we were just talking nonstop, talking about our different sports, mindsets with different things. When we were answering questions for the kids, there were so many similarities between all of us. And you have Dwight, who's retired, Tiana, who's, I want to say, at the tail end of her career. Ryan is also at the tail end of his career. Beisel, who's retired, and then me, who's at the peak of his career. So there's a different level of experience where people are at in their careers, where we can answer different questions and hopefully help these kids and help Spire reach the vision that they have of it's a one-stop shop. One-stop shop. And I bought into it, and it's been great. The ambassador group is completely great. So it's been a pleasure so far being partnered with Spire.
Bringing your focus specifically to the Spire swim camps, what's the camp experience?
I'm going to steal from the almighty words of Beisel right here. She had a great point when I was on my visit at Spire, and she said, I only wish I had an opportunity like this when I was a kid, to have facilities like this when I was a kid, to have just this experience when I was a younger swimmer. I went to a couple swim clinics here and there, swim camps here and there, and they're fun. I mean, it wasn't totally my style. I don't know if they're the most top-notch things in the America at the time, but I have just such great memories from them. Even just meeting new people, going over new technique, talking with new coaches. I mean, every day I show up to practice, I see it as a swim camp, So have an opportunity like this, and if you're, available to do it, and you're in a situation where you can sign up for it, I mean, I say absolutely go for it.
U.S. Trials Olympic predictions. How fast will Caeleb Dressel swim at U.S. Trials? Dressel is the master at double tapers. He is going to go faster on his second taper at the Tokyo Olympics. But at trials, I see 50 meter free, 21.3, 100 meter free, 47.2, 100 fly, 49.9. And I want to see him swim the 200 free, at least in prelims. I don't know if he's going to do it. I didn't ask him and he wouldn't tell me anyway, but if he does swim a prelims 200 free, I see a 145.8 or 9. Good enough to be a candidate for the Team USA 4x200 freestyle relay. But who cares what I think? It's all about what you think. Give me your best expert swimming analysis.